Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the SportWrap show. My name is Limba Mupetami, and I'm joined in studio by my co-host, Jesse Jackson Kauraisa. Jesse will give you an update of weekend activities, local as well as international sporting events.
Thank you so much, and good evening, viewers. Well, it's indeed a sad time for sport in the country. We all know that coronavirus has taken its toll. The death tolls in Italy have continued increasing. Spain, USA, everywhere you go, you hear about the coronavirus. Sports is on a halt. Well, however, Namibian son, we managed to speak to Itamuno Keimwine, who's currently playing his trade in the Ethiopian Premier League. The striker said he is worried and confused about the situation that's happening around the world. Although they have not yet been isolated, he is training, but said that he's kind of confused that people in Ethiopia are still training and this thing is very serious. The league has been suspended for 15 days and they still wait to see when it can resume. So that's Itamuna Keimwine, who's been playing there in the Ethiopian Premier League. The player is really worried. I could hear from his voice that he's actually a worried man and has advised people here in Namibia to actually stay clean and protect themselves, stay at home by any means, because the sport, every sector has been hit by the coronavirus. Another cyclist who has his dreams cut short is Dricus Coetzee. Coetzee was not selected for the 2020 Japan Olympics. We don't know even whether these Olympics will take place because there is news that it could be postponed, but he was not selected, and Vera Adrian and Dan Craven were selected to cycle for Namibia. However, Coetzee is confident that it was probably not his time and he will make it to the 2023 Olympics in France. That's what he said. So he's a confident young man who believes that his dreams are not over, even though he did not qualify for the Olympics. That's quite a good motivation for him there, encouraging himself. Well, he actually took to Facebook to confirm that he still has dreams to continue cycling and representing the country at the highest levels until his dream of making it to the Olympics is actually realized. That was Dricus Coetzee. And into international football news, the transfers there all over the world. There's no transfer news actually happening. It's like a dead end. I mean, it's at the halt. Football is at the halt. It's a magnificent time. Nothing is moving, no players movements, although there are rumors about players moving somewhere, but it's actually not that much of a talk. Nobody cares where Neymar will go. Nobody cares where Paul Pogba will go. It's about the coronavirus. That's how hard it has hit the sport industry. If this season is actually cut short, the top European 5 leagues are expected to lose 75.2 billion Namibian dollars in lost revenue. That's how serious it is. It is indeed very serious. I mean, clubs were planning to make money. They make money from this fans attending matches and all that, but since the coronavirus, nothing has been happening and it's getting worse. So that's happening, and we actually have the latest on Spain as well. Former Real Madrid president Lorenzo Sanz died over the weekend, and he died because of the coronavirus. So it is a sad indeed. He was 76 and the club confirmed that the president has died. It's actually a sad scenario for world football because he's not the first individual to die who was actually in part of sport due to this coronavirus. It is getting serious, people, and we really have to take necessary precautions. Stay at home if you can, like we have reiterated, because the coronavirus is serious. Although we only had 3 confirmed cases of people that have traveled to Namibia, it is still a very dangerous scenario. Well, that is sad news for the Spanish people and the world in general. Well, my colleague Limba will just wrap it up for you, since this is what the world is at the moment.
Thank you so much, Jesse. We will not have any must-watch fixtures for this week because of the corona outbreak, but we do encourage that you always stay tuned to our social media pages and read the Namibian Sun as well as the Republican and the AZ newspaper as we bring you bits and pieces of the corona outbreak as well as other sports. So that is all from us here. Please do take care out there. Goodbye.